केंद्रीय विद्यालय संगठन, Zonal Institute of Education and Training Mumbai presents video course presentation, class 10th, subject Science. Chapter 1, Chemical Reactions and Equations. This is session 2 of total 8 sessions. CBSE syllabus 2020-2021, part shown with red, we are going to deal in this particular video. Expected learning outcomes for this particular session. By the end of this session, you will be able to understand what is a chemical equation, terminology related to a chemical equation, balancing of a chemical equation, and you will be able to develop the skills of analysis, application, and problem solving. From our previous video, we know chemical change remain associated with a chemical reaction, and shorthand method of representing a chemical reaction in terms of symbols and formula of the reactants and products is called a chemical equation. Let us discuss some more features of a chemical reaction. A chemical reaction simply involves rearrangement of atoms. During a chemical reaction, atoms of one element do not change into those of another element. Like if it was magnesium earlier, it will be magnesium afterwards. Nor do atoms disappear from the mixture or appear from elsewhere. Actually, chemical reactions involve the breaking and making of bonds between atoms to produce new substances. A chemical equation is a statement used in chemistry to represent a chemical reaction. Like this, you can see in this representation, reactants and products are separated with the help of arrow. All participating entities are represented by their chemical formulas. Physical state is also shown along with. Let us discuss terminology related to a chemical reaction. What are reactants? The substances that exist before a chemical change or reaction takes place. Products, the new substance or substances that are formed during the chemical changes. Chemical equation indicates the reactants and products of a reaction. When any chemical change is represented in terms of words like this, it is called word equation. Indicate that magnesium react with oxygen to form magnesium oxide. But this representation can be made shorter, and it will be good idea if we represent same change in terms of symbols and formulas of all participating entities like this, and this is called the chemical equation. Physical states of reactants and products are shown like this. Solids with a small s, liquid with a small l. Gaseous reactants or products are shown by writing a small g, and if aqueous solutions are there, these are to be shown by writing AQ. Similarly, if precipitate is formed during any chemical reaction, it is shown by downward arrow, and if gaseous product is formed, it is shown by upward arrow. When chemical change of burning of magnesium oxide is written like this, this is simplest representation. This is called a skeletal chemical equation for the burning of magnesium in air. As per law of conservation of mass, mass can neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. That is, the total mass of the elements present in the products of a chemical reaction has to be equal to the total mass of the elements present in the reactants. Let us again take same skeletal chemical equation, and what we observe, this is not balanced. Why it is not balanced? Because number of oxygen left hand side are 2, but right hand side it's only 1, although number of magnesium atom both sides are equal. Now balance this skeletal chemical equation. What we observe, number of oxygen atoms left hand side are 2, but right hand side there is only 1. Hence we are going to multiply right hand side magnesium oxide with the help of 2. By doing so, now we get this result. Number of oxygen now balanced, but now number of magnesium atoms have become unbalanced. How? Number of magnesium atoms right hand side are 2, but left hand side there is only 1. Hence we multiply left hand side magnesium with the help of 2. Now this is our perfectly balanced chemical equation. We can check number of magnesium left hand side 2, right hand side 2. Number of oxygen atoms left hand side 2 and right hand side it is also 2. Let us balance this reaction. H2 plus Cl2 equal to 2HCl. When we count number of atoms of each reactants, with reactants hydrogen 2, but with products there is only 1 hydrogen. Similarly, chlorine with reactants 2, but with products only 1. Now what we do, this is quite simple reaction. We just multiply right hand side by 2. Now count again all these atoms of reactants and products. What we observe, all these atoms are now equal. This is balanced chemical equation. Let us take this example. Reaction of zinc with sulfuric acid to form zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas. When we check number of atoms in reactants, what we observe, zinc 1, hydrogen 2, sulfur 1 and oxygen 4. And when we check number of atoms in products, what we observe, zinc 1, hydrogen 2, sulfur 1 and oxygen 4. It means number of atoms of each elements with reactants perfectly equal to total number of atoms of different elements in products. Hence, this equation is already a balanced one. Next example, reaction of iron with water to form Fe3O4 and hydrogen gas. For balancing of this equation, let us go in a stepwise manner. What would be our first step? To balance a chemical equation, first draw boxes around each formula. Do not change anything inside the boxes while balancing the equation. Now you can see we have enclosed all reactants and products inside the boxes, and inside the boxes nothing is to be changed. Second step, list the number of atoms of different elements present in the unbalanced equation. Elements iron with reactants 1 with products 3, hydrogen with reactants 2 with products 2, oxygen with reactants 1 and with products 4. Next step, it is often convenient to start balancing with the compound that contains the maximum number of atoms. It may be a reactant or a product. In that compound, select the element which has the maximum number of atoms. Using this criteria, we select Fe3O4 and the element oxygen in it. There are 4 oxygen atoms on the right hand side and only 1 on the left hand side. Now, to balance the oxygen atoms, what we do? We multiply left hand side water with the help of 4. Now we have this equation, but it is still unbalanced. Next step, what we observe, number of iron atoms and number of hydrogen atoms are still unbalanced. Let us now balance number of hydrogen atoms. For that, we are going to multiply right hand side hydrogen molecule with the help of 4. Now this equation becomes like this. Next step, examine the above equation and pick up the third element which is not balanced. Now we see only one element is left to be balanced, that is iron. Iron with reactants 1 but with products 3. Therefore, we multiply iron left hand side by 3. And now we have this result. This is our perfectly balanced chemical equation. Finally, to check the correctness of the balance equation, we count atoms of each element on both sides of this equation. We can verify number of iron left hand side 3, right hand side 3, number of hydrogen left hand side 8, right hand side 8. Similarly, number of oxygen atoms left hand side 4 and right hand side also 4. This is perfectly balanced chemical equation. This method of balancing chemical equation is called hit and trial method. As we make trials to balance the equation by using the smallest whole number coefficient. If you fail 1000 times, try once again. Writing symbols of physical state. To make a chemical equation more informative, the physical states of the reactants and products are mentioned along with their chemical formula. The gaseous, liquid, aqueous and solid states of reactants and products are represented by the notations G, L, AQ and S respectively. The word aqueous is written if the reactants or product is present as a solution in water. Now the balance equation becomes like this, where physical states of all reactants and products are shown. Let us go ahead with next example. Write the balance equation for the reaction involving the combustion of methane in oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water. Let us translate this statement into chemical equation. It will be something like this, but it is not balanced. As we observe, number of carbon atoms left hand side 1, right hand side 1. Number of hydrogen atoms left hand side 4 but right hand side 2. Similarly, number of oxygen atoms left hand side 2, right hand side 3. Let us go ahead by balancing number of hydrogen atoms. For that, we are going to multiply right hand side water with the help of 2. And if we do this, we get this result. Now what we observe, number of carbon atoms and number of hydrogen atoms, both sides are equal, but still number of oxygen atoms are not balanced. Left hand side 2 but right hand side 4. If we multiply left hand side oxygen molecule by 2, we are going to achieve desired result. This is balanced chemical equation. Usually, physical states are not included in a chemical equation unless it is necessary to specify them. Sometimes the reaction conditions such as temperature, pressure, catalyst, etc. for the reaction are indicated above and or below the arrow in the equation. For example, carbon monoxide in gaseous state react with hydrogen gas at 340 atmospheric pressure to form methanol, which is in liquid state, and similarly reaction for photosynthesis. Let us practice. Write the balanced equation for the following chemical reactions. Hydrogen plus chlorine giving us hydrogen chloride. Barium chloride reacts with aluminium sulfate to form barium sulfate and aluminium chloride. Sodium react with water to form sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. I am giving you few seconds time. Please write all these answers in your notebook. To get more time, you can pause video here. And the answer is this. You can tally this answer with your answer. Next question for practice. Write a balanced chemical equation with state symbols for the following reactions. Solution of barium chloride and sodium sulfate in water react to give insoluble barium sulfate and the solution of sodium chloride. Sodium hydroxide solution in water reacts with hydrochloric acid solution in water to produce sodium chloride solution in water. Again, pause video here and write your answer. This is correct answer. Barium chloride in aqueous state reacting with sodium sulfate in aqueous state to form barium sulfate solid and NaCl in aqueous state. Similarly, NaOH react with HCl to form NaCl and water. Balance the following reactions. Few seconds for you. This is correct answer. Next problem. Try it. This is correct answer for this. Tell your answer. Next problem. And correct answer for that. This is your homework. Question number 4, 5, 6, 7 from NCERT textbook exercise. Thank you very much. In our next video, we are going to start with types of chemical reactions.